Welcome to my channel, Official History of Coins. Today, we're diving into one of the most jaw-dropping discoveries in American coin history. The ultra-rare 1972 D Liberty quarter tied to the bicentennial era. These ordinary-looking coins could actually be worth millions, hiding life-changing fortunes right in your pocket change. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear might just turn a simple quarter into your golden ticket to unimaginable wealth. Let's get started. The bicentennial quarter is one of the most talked about treasures in the coin world. And today we turn our focus to a stunningly rare type, often linked with a 1972 D Liberty issue. While the official bicentennial quarters were struck in 1975 and 1976 to honor America's 200th birthday, what makes the 1972 D connection so thrilling is the idea of transitional strikes, experimental mint runs, and error-based rarities that bridge years just before the bicentennial celebration. Imagine holding a coin that was part of the testing and preparation stages for one of America's greatest commemorative events, a coin that slipped through the cracks, and today commands values that can reach the unimaginable. Collectors across the globe are fascinated by these quarters because they embody a sense of hidden fortune. Ordinary quarters jingling in your pocket are worth just 25 cents. But when a piece from 1972 with Liberty inscriptions and a Denver mint mark emerges showing off unique die errors, double strikes, or pattern designs connected to the bicentennial period, that humble piece of change transforms into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. This is what fuels the mania. Coins that look so normal, yet under magnification, reveal extraordinary differences that separate them from the millions of everyday coins in circulation. The 1972 D Liberty quarter dollars tied to bicentennial rarity often shows striking details that make collectors' jaws drop. Some may display bold doubling in the word Liberty, others unusual spacing in God We Trust, and certain pieces exhibit preparation traits hinting toward the bicentennial reverse with the iconic drummer boy design. The thought that such a coin slipped into circulation, unnoticed by banks and spenders, only to later be rescued by eagle-eyed collectors, is enough to make this story legendary. Every time such a coin appears at auction, the excitement ripples across the numismatic world. What makes these coins even more irresistible is their scarcity. Out of millions upon millions of 1972 D quarters struck, only a handful carry the special traits that link them to the bicentennial narrative. This rarity is what multiplies their value into the millions. Think about it. Most coins are struck with precision and consistency, but when one single die carries an error, or when a transitional planchet is used by mistake, that coin instantly becomes a one-in-a-million treasure. That is why these bicentennial-linked 1972 D quarters command astronomical prices, because they are true anomalies of American coinage. The market value of these coins often reads like a fantasy. While normal 1972 quarters fetch face value, the bicentennial error or transitional strike versions are rumored to bring anywhere between hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars, depending on condition, certification, and historical significance. Stories circulate of lucky finders cashing in their ordinary pocket change for life-changing sums. Imagine one coin funding your dream house, paying off debts, or even setting you up with generational wealth. That is the magic hidden within these quarters. Beyond financial worth, the history of these coins adds even more allure. They were born in the period just before America's great 200th anniversary, a time when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with new designs, new compositions, and commemorative tributes. To find a 1972 D quarter carrying this bridge of history is like uncovering a time capsule, a direct link to the moment when the nation prepared to celebrate its bicentennial milestone. Owning such a coin doesn't just mean wealth. It means holding a tangible piece of American history. Collectors and treasure hunters should remember, these treasures are often hiding in plain sight. Your change jar, old rolls of coins tucked away in drawers, or even forgotten boxes of loose change can be hiding one of these gems. The stories of people finding life-changing quarters in the most unexpected places are what keep the hunt alive. The thrill is in the chase, and the payoff can be more than you ever dreamed possible. If you own a 1972 D Liberty quarter, don't dismiss it as ordinary. Examine it closely because you may be sitting on a jackpot. So, the next time you glance at your coins, ask yourself, could this be the one? Could this be the 1972 D Liberty bicentennial-linked quarter worth millions? These coins are not just metal. They are fortune, legacy, and mystery all wrapped into one. If you have one, guard it with your life because it could turn you from an ordinary coin holder into the next overnight millionaire. These are not just quarters. They are golden tickets in disguise, proof that history and destiny can fit in the palm of your hand. Next, when we think about pocket change, most of us imagine just a few cents here and there, nothing that could change our lives. But what if I told you that tucked away in ordinary circulation, a bicentennial quarter for 1981 with the P mint mark could actually be a golden ticket? Yes, these coins that once passed through vending machines, lunch counters, and grocery stores could now command unimaginable prices in the world of rare numismatics. Collectors today are not just looking for history. They're chasing treasures that hold the power to completely transform fortunes. The 1981 P Liberty quarter dollar is often overlooked because people assume bicentennial celebrations ended with 1976, but the fascination lingered, and certain quarters produced in the early 1980s gained mythical status due to mint errors, rare strike varieties, and their extreme scarcity in pristine condition. What separates these coins from regular quarters is not just their age, but the extraordinary historical value they carry, alongside the limited number of flawless examples that survived. This combination of rarity and allure has pushed collectors into fierce bidding wars, driving valuations into the millions. Imagine holding a simple 25-cent piece, but instead of being worth just a quarter, it is valued at $5 million or even more in today's collector's market. The thought is electrifying because it shows how something so ordinary could become a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. These bicentennial-themed quarters, especially with the P mint mark struck in Philadelphia, are considered prized possessions when they showcase sharp strikes, unique minting details, or even subtle die errors that set them apart from the rest. These tiny imperfections can make all the difference, catapulting their value to levels that most people would never believe. What makes the story even more compelling is the emotional attachment collectors have with bicentennial issues. They are not just coins. They represent a celebration of liberty, freedom, and America's 200 years of independence. When you combine that patriotic spirit with the thrill of rarity and the burning desire of collectors to own something historically significant, the market reacts explosively. Buyers are willing to pay life-changing amounts to secure one of these rare Liberty quarters, knowing that they are not just investing in metal, but in history itself. Every time one of these rare bicentennial 1981 P Liberty quarter surfaces, it sends shockwaves through the numismatic community. Stories of jaw-dropping auction sales, private deals sealed for millions, and collectors walking away with unimaginable profits only add to the allure. And the beauty is, these coins might still be out there, in old piggy banks, forgotten drawers, or tucked away in family keepsakes. That possibility makes the hunt all the more exciting, as anyone could stumble across one without even realizing its value. Consider the incredible irony. A coin that once bought a candy bar or a bus ticket could now buy a mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, or even set you up for life. This is why numismatics is often called the treasure hunt of modern times. While some chase gold or diamonds, others search for that elusive bicentennial Liberty quarter, knowing full well it has the power to rewrite their destiny. The market's hunger for these coins has only grown, ensuring their legendary status remains untouched. The sheer excitement comes from not knowing where the next fortune might be discovered. Anyone watching right now could have one of these valuable quarters lying unnoticed in a jar or collection. That is why experts constantly remind us, never underestimate your change. The coins you casually overlook could hold the power to unlock a fortune beyond your wildest imagination. The 1981 P bicentennial Liberty Quarter proves that standard circulation coins can rise to legendary status, transforming ordinary people into millionaires or even billionaires overnight. So, the next time you come across a Liberty Quarter, pause and take a closer look. Check the year, the mint mark, and the condition. That small moment of attention could be the difference between spending 25 cents and discovering a life-changing treasure. These coins are more than currency. They are keys to destiny. And if fortune smiles upon you, that little piece of metal could very well be your gateway to unimaginable wealth, history, and legacy. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Here's a powerful first short paragraph you can use as your opening hook. L. Have you ever imagined that a simple 25-cent bicentennial quarter could be worth millions today? The 1981 P Liberty Quarter is no ordinary coin. It's a hidden treasure from everyday circulation that could turn your pocket change into a life-changing fortune overnight. Do you want me to make it even more dramatic in YouTube style, like, don't spend this coin, it could make you a billionaire? Or keep it slightly formal and historical? Second coin, the world of coin collecting is filled with mysteries, treasures, and unimaginable fortunes waiting to be discovered. Among the most captivating finds are the bicentennial rare USA $quarter coins that have captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. Though the official bicentennial designs were struck in 1976, certain circulation coins from later years like the 1988 D Liberty Quarter have been linked with unique minting errors, rare variations, and collector demand that has driven their values sky high. These coins, often mistaken for ordinary pocket change, have been recognized as life-changing discoveries, sometimes commanding prices that soar into the millions of dollars. Imagine holding what looks like just another quarter in your palm, but realizing it carries the weight of a small fortune. The 1988 D Liberty Quarter in particular is a fascinating piece because Denver-minted coins of this period were produced in enormous numbers, yet within that flood of circulation pieces, a tiny fraction contained striking errors, misalignments, or planchet anomalies that turned them into numismatic marvels. Collectors seek these rare survivors relentlessly, and their scarcity has multiplied their perceived value. It is this combination of ordinary appearance and extraordinary rarity that makes them such irresistible treasures. Owning one means you're not just holding 25 cents. You could be holding a key to financial freedom. What makes these coins so enchanting is the way they bridge the gap between history and fortune. The bicentennial spirit that began in 1976 carried forward into American coinage for decades, with collectors seeing echoes of the Liberty designs and inscriptions as a continuation of that legacy. The 1988 D Quarter stands as an emblem of that enduring fascination. Its Liberty motif reminds us of America's heritage, while the Denver mint mark adds another layer of intrigue, since D-mint coins have been known to spawn some of the rarest minting varieties ever discovered. This blending of patriotic symbolism and rarity creates a powerful allure that collectors simply cannot ignore. In today's numismatic market, stories of staggering sales have only fueled the mania. Tales circulate of ordinary citizens stumbling upon quarters in old jars or dusty drawers that later fetched unimaginable sums at auctions. A 1988 D Liberty Quarter featuring distinct bicentennial traits or rare die errors could bring jaw-dropping figures, often rumored in the millions. The very possibility that a coin sitting unnoticed in someone's collection might be valued at such heights sparks both excitement and urgency among treasure hunters. The coin you almost spend at the grocery store might just be the key to an entirely new life. Beyond their monetary worth, these coins carry an emotional power as well. They embody discovery, heritage, and destiny. For many, finding a rare 1988 D bicentennial style quarter is not just about profit. It is about becoming part of a larger narrative of American history and numismatic culture. Holding such a coin allows one to feel the pulse of a nation's past while contemplating the fortune of one's future. That blend of nostalgia and opportunity elevates these pieces from mere money to artifacts of destiny. They represent not just currency, but the promise of dreams fulfilled. Collectors often say that coins like the 1988 D bicentennial quarter are the sleeping giants of numismatics. While they may appear to be common, their hidden value is recognized by only the most passionate enthusiasts and dealers. Once these sleepers are awakened by a discovery or a record-breaking auction sale, their reputation skyrockets and their value follows. That is why holding on to them, rather than spending them, becomes crucial. A single overlooked coin could transform the fortune of an entire family, and this reality fuels an ongoing wave of excitement every time one is mentioned in numismatic circles. The fascination with these coins has turned casual collectors into dedicated fortune seekers. People all over the world now carefully check their change, hoping to spot the Liberty inscriptions, the Denver mint mark, or the subtle markers that distinguish rare coins from ordinary ones. The thrill of the hunt is as intoxicating as the potential payoff. With every discovery, the legend of the 1988 D bicentennial quarter grows stronger, and its place in the hierarchy of rare U.S. coinage becomes more solidified. It is no wonder that so many enthusiasts describe these coins as tickets to wealth hidden in plain sight. In the end, the 1988 D Liberty bicentennial style quarter is more than just a coin. It is a symbol of opportunity, fortune, and destiny. For those lucky enough to own one, it represents the chance to leap from ordinary circumstances into extraordinary prosperity. For those still searching, it is the ultimate dream, a simple piece of change that could unlock unimaginable riches. So, before you spend your next quarter, take one last look. It might not just be 25 cents. It could be the very coin that writes your name in a numismatic history and transforms your future forever. Next coins, get ready to step into the fascinating world of rare coins, where history, artistry, and fortune meet in the palm of your hand. The 1997 D Liberty quarter dollar, while often mistaken as just another ordinary piece of pocket change, is surrounded by a mystique that captivates collectors worldwide. Many believe that among these coins, there exist rare bicentennial treasures that carry unimaginable value, far beyond the face worth stamped on them. The very thought that a small coin you may have unknowingly tucked away in a jar or drawer could secretly hold the potential to change your life forever makes the thrill of coin collecting irresistible. These coins are more than metal. They are tiny vaults of opportunity. Collectors often highlight the rare 1997 D Liberty quarter as a shining example of how ordinary circulation coins can rise into the realm of the extraordinary. Struck in Denver, these quarters carry the D mint mark, and while millions were produced for circulation, certain variations, errors, or pristine conditions have made some of them worth staggering sums in today's market. Imagine pulling a coin from your change that could rival the value of luxury homes, exotic cars, or even business empires. This isn't a dream for some collectors, it's a reality, and that is what makes this series of coins legendary. The allure of bicentennial coins lies in their deep symbolic value. They represent liberty, endurance, and the ongoing story of America's independence, etched forever into a tangible piece of metal. For the 1997 D Liberty quarter, this symbolism is magnified by the possibility of extraordinary financial gain. Stories of collectors stumbling upon rare varieties or coins with minting mistakes, like double strikes, misaligned dies, or off-center prints, have electrified the numismatic community. Some of these rare examples in flawless, uncirculated, or proof-like condition are believed to be worth millions of dollars, transforming a small piece of change into a life-changing treasure. One of the most thrilling aspects of the 1997 D Liberty quarter is its potential to create instant millionaires. Picture a coin resting unnoticed for decades in a jewelry box or handed down as part of a family keepsake, only to suddenly be recognized as a priceless rarity. The sheer shock of discovering that you've been sitting on a fortune disguised as loose change is what fuels collectors' excitement. These quarters, when found in exceptional condition or carrying elusive errors, can skyrocket in value far beyond the wildest expectations, and owning one could make you part of an exclusive group of fortunate individuals whose lives changed overnight. The journey of these coins is also one of survival. Not all coins endure the decades intact. Many are worn down, scratched, or lost to history. But those few that survived with sharp details, glistening surfaces, and unique mint traits became diamonds in the rough. For collectors, the thrill is in the chase, the possibility of uncovering one of these hidden survivors. The 1997 D Liberty Quarter, when preserved in mint state, not only retains its historical importance, but also becomes a beacon of unimaginable financial worth. This is why collectors around the globe tirelessly hunt for them, scouring collections, coin rolls, and estate sales for that one perfect find. What makes this hunt even more captivating is the idea that these coins could be lying unnoticed in anyone's possession. Your own home could be a treasure chest. That jar of change, that forgotten box in the attic, or even an old drawer in a relative's house could be holding a coin worth millions. The suspense of what if keeps collectors awake at night and drives the global fascination with bicentennial Liberty coins. They aren't just metallic discs. They are tickets to freedom, wealth, and prestige for those lucky enough to recognize their worth before spending them away. Beyond their monetary value, these coins embody a piece of history that cannot be replicated. They symbolize resilience, liberty, and the unbroken spirit of America through the centuries. The 1997 D Liberty Quarter, when viewed under the lens of rarity, transforms from an everyday object into a priceless artifact. It tells a story not just of financial power, but also of cultural legacy, bridging the past with the present and handing future generations a legacy of wonder and discovery. Every detail engraved on the coin whispers of craftsmanship and symbolism, turning it into a treasure far greater than its denomination suggests. So, if you happen to own a 1997 D Liberty Quarter Dollar, resist the urge to dismiss it as just another coin. That very piece could be your key to unimaginable fortune. Don't spend it, treasure it, examine it, and understand its worth. In the world of numismatics, fortunes are hidden in plain sight, waiting for sharp eyes and curious minds to uncover them. Your fortune could be resting in the palm of your hand right now, a coin that carries both the story of liberty and the promise of wealth. This is not just collecting. It's the pursuit of life-changing treasures that could transform your destiny forever. Would you like me to also craft an introductory welcome note based on this script? Something short, punchy, and perfect to hook viewers at the very start of your YouTube video?